On Wednesday and Thursday, I taught WordPress in a high school class. I tried with desktop server and with MAMP, but they have their own school laptops, so there were some problems getting both of those programs to work. So the last solution I came up with was a little bit more work for me. I decided to upload a package into various subfolders in a test domain that I have. So what you see right here is then it says design course, it's designcourse.com, and these are then sub-sites. So from WP1, here's the site right here, all the way up to WP11. So right here you can see the package and installer. I have not installed that yet for this site. So I basically just copy this into various, I created some subfolders and just copied or just uploaded the package and installer to these various sub-sites. So right now I'm going to show you cPanel where it's at Bluehost here. So this is done in MySQL databases. I've logged into my cPanel account at Bluehost, then in MySQL databases, and in here is then my list of databases. So I go on to page 2, and here you can see WP1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and also 10 here. I've created a database for each subsite, a user for each subsite, and also then the password with the user. So this is the standard procedure as we done earlier. So I'm going to create one then for WP11, from one right here. So WP11, create database. And we're going to go and find it here. And there it is. There's no user attached yet. I have to create one. WP11, 11, and that's kind of system I'm using right now. Create user, and then I'm going to select the user and the database and connect them together, adding the user to this database. All privileges, and then make changes. So we'll go back to page 2. We see WP11, and then we see also the user attached to it. So right now, I can just go to then the design course or kush.com /installer or /WP11. So that's what I'm going to do right now. Here's the site. This is actually just a test domain I'm using for clients. So this is a site I built for a client so they can see how it looked like before I put it on their own website. WP11, that's my subfolder, installer.php. So basically here we just go through the standard procedure of installing it right into WP11. But I'm going to do one more thing here. I'm not going to install that right now. I'm going to show you, I'm going to overwrite this whole site, this whole main site instead. So I'm just going to copy this into the main site. I'm selecting it. I'm holding down Command and Control, so make a copy. And I'm going to just place it in the main domain, design course. So instead of showing you how to install it twice, I'm just going to show you how to install it on top of another site. So this could mean that you're really having a huge update and you just want to copy it on top of another site, and you just kind of do it like this then. So I'd have to figure out I would have to know the information for the database and the user and the password for the user to take it on top of this designcourse.com site. So what I can do right now is just go to installer, and installer will be there in a moment, and there it is, and it's still copying to the main site. So I could have shown you how to just install the site in the subfolder, but it's the same process like anything else. So since it's a little bit different putting it on top of another site, that's what I'm going to show you. So the database name, I have a prefix for my account, which is blue-in-one underscore. Username, right now with the newest version right here, 0.5.4, we have switched things around. We have the name, user, and password. So things, just notice this when you install the site. And then the password. And let's see what happens. It's not going to work yet, or actually it does. It's almost finished right here. It says warning, has 18 tables in it. So we're going to remove all tables and test the connection again. Success. Close it. Click down here on bottom and run deployment. Okay. And as you see right here, it says VP config already exists. So we're going to go back to the main site here. I can do a refresh to be sure I have the new in place. Because here is the package and then the installer. I have to delete the existing VP config file. Delete it and delete. And I can try this again. Run deployment. Okay. And that looks like it's working. Run update. And this could be for a subsite, a folder within a folder within a folder, or directly as a new right here on this domain. So I'm going to start by doing a file cleanup. It removes all the installer files. So I need to log in. And all of these files are now deleted. And actually I can check that right here too. Here's installer log. That should be disappeared in a moment. Installer log, and also the archive. And it looks like it's all gone from here. So when I do go to designkurs.com right now, you'll see another site. So this is another test site I've been working on then. So we clean it up, and so what I've been showing in this video is then you can place Duplicator into the various subfolders, but you have to make databases for each and every install. You can also place it on top of another site, which I already showed you as well. I replaced another site, but then you have to remove the VP config, and you have to also remove the existing tables. And I think that's it for now.